G'day, Sea-Dog here. Welcome to my channel for high school drilling students.
Okay, so we're ready to solder each of the individual circles here, and what I've done is I've just laid them out on the soldering mat, and I've put a tiny amount of flux on each of the joins. So you notice I've got the joins here all lined up so they're easy to access when I'm soldering them, and I've got a little tiny amount of flux on each of the joins, and I'm using this stuff here, Tenacity 4A flux paste. I get it from Australian jeweler supplies. It's just a nice, it's the flux I've found most easy to use with the school here. Brilliant stuff. So all laid out nicely, because what we're aiming at here is to make the moment of soldering as easy as possible. So by getting preparation all ready, and if they're all lined up, it's quicker and easier to just solder them. This stuff's called Easy Silver Solder, and I'm just going to chop some lengths of it, lots of lengths. So I've got them in a pile here, and I'm going to cut them a little bit longer than the length of the join. So these lengths each here are 2mm diameter. So I'm just going to probably go 3mm length for each of these links here. So I've got my snips. I just use these. I got these off eBay, and they're really good for fine, fine wires like solder. So I'm just going to cut a pile of them and put them just next to my work here. Just put my finger over when I'm cutting it so they don't fly away. And I'm going to cut a few extra because I don't want to have to go searching for solder while I'm doing this, and sometimes one isn't quite enough. So I'm going to start this end and just work my way across here. So I've got the bit of solder just on the end of my pick there. Get a bit of warmth into the link and pop it right on the join. And that's sucked its way in beautifully, so I'll get the next one. Beautiful. Okay, because of all that setting up, it's actually a really simple business just to do the actual soldering itself, and they're going to look really nice and neat, and they'll be strong. Okay, so that's our first half of the links soldered. I thought I had 10, but there's actually 11 there, which that's okay. So I'm going to cool these off. Then I'm going to pop them in some pickle for a while and get them all nice and white, and then I'll show you the next stage of the process. In order to clean these, I'm going to put them in the pickle bath, but because they're so small, there's a tendency for the links to sort of get lost in the pickle bath and get separated. So I'm going to pop them on this scrap bit of brass here, and that way it will keep them all together, and I won't have to go searching through the pickle bath and getting each one individually one at a time. So I just slide these onto here like that. Got them all on now, and just close that up just so they can't fall off. So just pop that in the pickle bath, and that'll keep it together and make them nice and clean.